Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I've come just to the east of Stirling Station, over here next to the Stirling Council. There's so many cars parked here on the grass. These are all the Stirling Council workers, stupid enough not to take the train when the station is literally right there, despite them coming up with a new transport solution for Scarborough Beach Road, which is the Trackless Tram. And over here, it's been parked here for a while, but they only just took the cover off it on Tuesday. And I did actually go past by bus then, but I didn't get a proper look because I had to keep going somewhere. Now I'm actually here on Friday, so I can take a look. So here it is, basically. It is a much more high capacity mid-tier transport service which will run between Glendalough and Scarborough Beach, as well as Perth to Stirling, so like Glendalough and Stirling, as a trial to see how it would function on the roads, which, because this is the first of its kind in Australia. It does exist in China, which is actually where this was built. So yes, this is a Chinese built vehicle. It is not from Australia. Yeah, so it was built in China, as you can see. So it's 3 cars long and basically looks completely like a tram, like in terms of its structure, so hence its name. But obviously we got the difference of not having wheels like for metal tracks, and instead we just have normal tires, so it can operate on the road, but it can still follow guided lines on the road. And yeah, I think it's really cool to have this new type of vehicle in service, or not in service, but in existence in Australia at the moment, as this new innovation, well, as they claim it to be, which we will see how it will function. But this looks pretty good here out the front. You got a great shot, although you can't fit the whole thing in the frame, but there it is. Yeah, there. So obviously it's got a cab on both ends. It's got doors on both sides, which are sliding doors. It's got lots of space within, mostly low floor, except for the entrance where the cab is. It's got 2 articulated sections. It's got longitudinal seating though, and unfortunately it is plastic seating because it is built exactly to Chinese specifications. So if you look in there, yeah, that's typical Chinese stuff. It looks very much like an Asian vehicle, obviously, like the grab holes and everything, but it's not really going to be for a very long distance journey. Like max maybe 25 minutes you'd spend on it on the full journey in peak hour. So I don't think it needs to be particularly comfortable. It's more about space and like capacity and priority on the road. So there will be like proper stations built at Scarborough and Glendalough as per the animations, so you can get off and onto the platform. Now at the moment it's not being incorporated into Transperth yet. All the funding for this is coming from the city of Stirling, as I said at the start of the video, which they just decided to operate this. They just parked it here. They decided to start trialing it and purchased one of them. So the first trial is Sunday the 26th of November, which is 1 week after the Armadale line shutdown starts. So it was originally actually going to be on the last day of the Armadale line, then they changed it for some reason, but that's good, so we don't have 2 major events in one day. So yeah, from 8 AM to 11 AM on Sunday the 26th of November, I've already made 2 community posts about it. You can go on this tram for free, or I'll just say vehicle, so you don't argue, but like, don't argue please in the comments. I've already had so many people arguing about this. It's just, Trackless Tram is what they decided to call it. That's the name they give it. That's an easy name to say, and it does look somewhat like a tram, so that's why you would refer to it like that, even though if you have your own opinions, I understand that, but I'm just going to refer to it as it is officially called. Well, officially, I mean to the public. So yeah, that's another view of it. Now the wheels do look quite ugly at the moment, and there's actually a lot of stuff exposed underneath it. I think the main thing is they're meant to actually cover it up later, so you can't see that, and then it'll look so much better gliding along the road. It's just still opened up at the moment. But yeah, I think it's very cool. It looks pretty good once they cover that up. It'll look good, and you got the destination panels and everything. Yeah, just being protected here by surveillance. So yeah, what I was saying, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. you can get on it for free. They are trialing it to see how it works with real passenger operations. So I can't wait for that, so I can try this out. So just letting you know that. And yeah, as I said, it's just City of Stirling. The project has not yet received state or federal funding, which means it will not be part of Perth if it does become a real operation, unless then the state, after the trial, decides to start funding it. Then they can obviously transfer it over and incorporate it into the system. Otherwise, it's going to be a completely separate entity operating, and I don't know how the ticketing is going to work for that. You might have to buy separate tickets, or they'll just make it free, or I don't know, but probably it'll be separate tickets, which is quite unfortunate. So they'll probably discourage usage of it a lot, even though it's meant to encourage usage, reduce congestion, and basically replace the current 990 bots route, sort of. Yeah, that's a lot of it. Yeah, so yeah, we'll see how it'll go, what's going to happen with the trial. It's still a month away, but it's just been sitting here. So if anyone wants to come see it, Stirling Station, just walk out to the eastern side where the new bus bays are, which I made a video on a few months ago. Then just come into the park here and you can see it. And just one final note, it's pretty poorly made in terms of English, since it is Chinese. They actually put Chinese stickers in it, and then there's English translations underneath, which is on that window there. Now it's obviously backwards because it's written on the inside, but I can make it out. It says open and close must be light and slow. The activity window open is not slow web to pull. Oh, it's not allowed to pull. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, see, so the English of this is so terrible. Sorry, I read it so slowly. I can read it in full now. Open and close must be light and slow. The activity window open is not allowed to pull. See, like, what the hell? What is this English? What? That's like the worst grammar I've ever seen. Open and close must be light and slow. The activity window open is not allowed to pull. I don't even know like what it's meant to mean. I mean, you must open and close it slowly, but then it says you're not allowed to pull. Well, what? I don't know. I hope they get rid of all these Chinese stickers, because it's useless here in Australia. So this is just how it's specifications for China, which is obviously also trialing such vehicles at the moment. So they better get rid of that. It's terrible. And everything inside I can see is in Chinese as well. Oh, bruh, I was trying to struggle to read it over there, and then I can just see it straight up over here in the correct direction. I'll try to zoom in. There. Yeah, so now I can read it easily. Open and close must be light and slow. The activity window open is not allowed to pull. Yeah, so weird. Okay, that's it now. That's the trackless tram here at Stirling. Hope to see, want to see what's going to happen with it in the future. And oh yeah, one final note. When it was actually here, just with the cover still on it, there was actually a lot of clothes underneath the wheels. I don't know why or where that came from, but it was such a funny joke. Like, because China is usually making a lot of things, you know, because it's very cheap to make that there. They were like, oh my god, the clothes people were enslaved to make this and got trapped under it. I don't know why. I actually have some photos of the clothes, because I went here when it had the cover on. I'll just put that in now at the end of the video. That's really weird. But yeah, thanks for watching. 10-minute description of this and showcase. I know I've just been walking around here, but there's nothing much else to show. So yeah. Oh, and also on the PSPs they have these weird signs: slow down, trackless tram crossing ahead, trackless trams, a Stirling way to connect. That's their new slogan. Yeah, because obviously Stirling, city of Stirling coming up with it, but like, what do you mean crossing? Is it gonna just be trialing along here in the future or what? It's so weird. And then here's the main road. Oh, and by the way, this guy, Mark Irwin, is actually the mayor of City of Stirling, so one of the main people making the decisions around the trackless tram. And they're actually having local government elections right now, so there's this campaign to re-elect him. I'm not sure what would happen if they got a new mayor and they were actually against the whole thing he's done now. Would they just cancel it and send that back to China? I'm not actually sure how that would work, but hopefully they don't, because I really want to see how it turns out.